You're gonna hear?
so.
Okay, you're sleeping now. You hear properly. Okay. First, close your eyes, and when Daddy's telling something, you just imagine in your mind and sleep. Okay. So today we're gonna
Well,
have
I'm going to sleep now.
Okay. So we are in a series of understanding the Goswami Tulsidas Ji's lifespan, where he took a birth for a big, task to write Ram Manas. Okay. So he has seen Lord Ram once and Lakshman in Chitrakoot. Now his life continues. Now, once upon a time, he's in Varanasi, and then he's actually Ram Manas is in a local language, like say Gujarati or Hindi, which is we call the local language. So Awadhi actually is a local language on Uttar Pradesh, right? So as Hanumanji requested him that, dear Goswami, can you write Ramayana into local language, which is Awadhi? You know why? Because so many people who is so innocent, they are not educated, they don't know Sanskrit, which is a great language, but they didn't learn it, so they don't know how to read a Sanskrit Ramayana, and it is very difficult for them to understand also. So Hanumanji says, I would like you to write something into the local language. So Goswami Tulsidas he agreed on that, but the problem is Kashi, Varanasi is actually famous for all the scholarly people. You know, scholarly people means the people who is very well educated into Sanskrit, and they don't want someone to write this kind of beautiful literature into local language. For them, it is actually a defamation of Sanskrit. Are you getting me?
Yeah.
Right? So they are against Goswami Tulsidas Ji. Hey, why he is writing into the local language? It is an insult to the Sanskrit language. So what if the people doesn't understand? It is not meant to be understood by all the people, and etc. etc. So they are against him. And another reason they are against him is popularity of Ramcharit Manas is getting very high. In today's time, we say it is getting viral, right? It is getting very popular. So this Ramayan written by Goswami Tulsidas Ji, which is Ramcharit Manas, should be banned. Everyone went to a leader of their congregation named Madhusudan Pad Saraswati, right? So he's actually a leader. Also, he's a very scholar person. Also, he's a very good human being, and also he's a very good devotee of Lord Shiva or Lord Kashi Vishvanath. So everyone says that we should go and approach him and tell him that, you should ban this in Kashi. So they all gathered together, all these Pandit, the scholars, and they went to meet whom? Madhusudan Pal Saraswati, exactly. And says, oh dear Saraswati ji, we have some request that this Goswami Tulsidas ji has defamed the Sanskrit language and wrote something into Awadhi, which is a local language. We don't like it, it is a defamation of Sanskrit and etc. etc. Can you please ban it? Now, this Madhusudan Pad Saraswati, he is a great scholar, he is a great devotee of Lord Kashi Vishwanath, who is a great human being also. He says that, my dear scholars, I cannot come to the conclusion without checking by myself. And I assure you and I promise you, if this Ram Manas, which is again written in the local language, I will read by myself. And if I found any of the mistakes or any of the insult of the real Ramayana, then I promise you, I will ban this not only in Kashi but in entire Bharatvarsh, right? Everyone became so happy, and this is let's getting something strong. We are getting some concrete material to ban this Ramcharitmanas. So Madhusudan Pad Saraswati read complete Ramayana. See, that is a very good example. You should never come into the conclusion if so many people and come says that this is a bad person, this and that. You should always understand about the person, understand about the subject matter, and then come to the conclusion. But if someone your family member, someone your elder, someone your parents, someone your teacher and all say, you will always accept it. But if some other person comes and say, you first use your mind and intelligence, right? So Madhusudan Pad Saraswati, read the Manas, and he was absorbed into the sweetness of the Manas. When he finished Manas, what is that, Raghav? Like what? Like, you can talk loud.
Like me in the sweetness.
Like, yeah, very good. Like, how Madhusudan Pa Saraswati absorbed into Manas, as Raghav said, as Raghav into the sweetness. When sweetness come, like Jaja cookies and ice cream, Raghav absorb into the sweetness. So that much sweetness Manas was carrying. So Madhusudan Pa Saraswati, and donut also, yes. So Madhusudan Pa Saraswati actually absorb into the sweetness as Raghav absorb into the donuts and Jaja cookie. Correct? Right? And ice cream, okay. So then he wrote one beautiful composition on Ramcharitmanas. What he written? He says that, I tell you the translation. He says, in this Kashi, in this city of Kashi, on the street of Kashi, there is a beautiful Tulsi plant roaming on a street. Tulsi plant in the sense Goswami Tulsidas Ji's Ramcharit Manas. He says, on the Ramcharit Manas, on the plant of Tulsi, there is a beautiful manjaris, flowers, right? Flowers is, he's comparing as the composition, the stanzas of Ramcharit Manas. And he says that to drink the nectar of those flowers, a beautiful bumblebee, what you call bumblebee, Ram, who drinks bumblebees, yes. The beautiful bumblebees is circulating that plant, and that bumblebee is no one but Lord Ram himself. So the meaning of that stanza is, this Ramcharit Manas is so sweet that to taste the nectar or the sweetness of Ramcharit Manas, Lord Ram is,
Circling.
What is that? Circling, yes, Ram. And everyone who was the scholar, they felt so much disappointment. What they said, see, what we get? We went to ban this Ramcharit Manas, but this Madhusudan Pa Saraswati, who is already convinced that there is nothing wrong in that, but he don't understand the negativity is gonna get to our Sanskrit literature. People is gonna reject our teachings. They're gonna go to this Ramcharit Manas, blah blah blah, those internal stupid politics, right? Which is there always into any of the places. So then what they found? They says, okay, let's do this trick. They gather and they says that, let's go to Kashi Vishwanath. We'll put this condition in front of Goswami Tulsidas Ji that if Kashi Vishwanath accept your Ramcharit Manas, we'll allow it. If we reject, we won't allow. Now, how do you test whether, or how do you know whether Kashi Vishwanath is going to accept or reject? They again put the condition. He says, Kashi Vishwanath should write with his own handwriting on top of Ramcharit Manas. Now, for normal people, is going to happen? No, right? So they thought, we put this condition, so we're gonna win, because it is not gonna possible that Kashi Vishwanath come and write something on this one. It is not going to be happen, right, Ram? Generally we think like this. So they went to Goswami Tulsidas Ji and says that if you accept that condition, we'll allow your Ramcharit Manas. Now Goswami Tulsi said, that's fine. Kashi Vishwanath is living into this temple. I believe it. I have a faith, and I'm sure if my intention is right, my writing is correct, my writing is honest, my katha is truthful, then Kashi Vishwanath certainly come and give a autograph on this one. Now that is Madhusudan Pa Saraswati, right? He says, I am also in a side of Goswami Tulsidas. So all the people, all the scholar of Kashi, including in addition to followed by Goswami Tulsidas Ji and Madhusudan Pa Saraswati, they went to Kashi Vishwanath temple. So there are two groups. In one side, all the scholars of Kashi, who is against Ramcharit Manas, and on other side, there are only two people. Who are there?
Goswami and Madan Mohan's.
Madhusudan Pa Saraswati.
Yeah.
Right? Goswami Tulsidas Ji. Only two people. So what they did, these people, the scholar, they put all the Vedas, all the Itihas, all the Purans, everything they put, and at the bottom they put Ramcharitmanas. You see that? That's trickiness, right? At the bottom. And they said, let's close the door, let's lock it from outside. If in the morning we'll see what is going to happen. And they all sat outside. Now they are all talking inside. We're gonna win this because we put this, Ramcharitmanas at the bottom of all the literature. Tomorrow morning is going to be same, nothing is going to happen, because they all believe that Kashi Vishvanath is
Fake.
There is nothing like JJ will come. They don't have a faith into the Kashi Vishvanath.
Why are they scholars?
That's the thing. Scholar and devotion has a difference. You know what is the difference?
What?
Scholar always go by the analytical statistics, while the devotee always go with a love and a heart and the feeling. And in the devotion, in the JJ science, in the love of this thing, love always win. The faith always win. You see many of the devotees past time where 3 years kid or 3 years old kid, 9-year-old kid, they able to talk to JJ because they have a faith, they have a love. They don't think like, oh, this is just a statue, oh, this is this like that, right? So this is the difference between the too much educated people versus a devotee people, right? Devotee has a heart at right place.
But what if, is it possible to be both?
Yeah, exactly. And it is a very good to be both, because if you are intelligent, if you are a scholar, and if you are a devotee with a love of JJ, then you are 100% successful, because you can execute any task, you can convince anyone, whatever the hurdles come in your life, you can use your analytical mind, you can use your knowledge to get over it. And on the same time, when you have a true faith and a love, right, JJ always with you. And that is what always I am trying to explain you. You should learn all these things, but you should have a love for Srinathji. You should have a love for JJ, right? That is going to always give you a lot of happiness in terms of doing your devotional practice. Because if you don't have a love for JJ, you do for such a some time and then you let it be, right?
What?
You don't continue your devotion. But if you have a devotion, if you have a love for JJ with your intelligence, then you will have a lot of advancement. You can progress very fast into the life. Okay, so this is what happened actually. But in the morning everything is changed. When they opened the door, what they found, Ram?
The signature.
But how? The Ramcharitmanas were at the bottom of the shelf. What they found, that Ramcharitmanas is on top of everything. And what Kashi Vishwanath has written into it?
What? Approved?
Satyam Shivam Sundaram. That is the signature of
Kashi.
Kashi Vishwanath, right?
So what does that mean?
Means whatever is written into this Ramcharitmanas is Satyam, is truthful. Shivam is beautiful. And Sundaram. Satyam is truthful. Shivam is basically like me. And Sundaram is beautiful. And I approve it with my signature. That's it.
Then what happened?
All the scholars look down. Their head is down. And they bow down to Goswami Tulsidas Ji. They says, we are so sorry. Please forgive our offenses. Please bless us. Right? And that's how it happens.
And what happened to
And
scholars?
from then after, Manas became the super duper viral in the entire country, entire world. Right? Manas is very sweet. Very sweet.
But-
Even when you sing Manas stanzas, you feel sweetness in your heart. You feel so happy.
Wait, does Manas mean like the Ram prayer, or does it mean the Ramayana?
Manas has Ram prayer. Manas, you know the story. Manas is Ramayana itself.
Oh,
Who is Goswami Tulsidas Ji?
Tulsidas Ji.
But who is the incarnation of?
Oh, it was.
Yes, Maharishi Valmiki.
I was
Right?
about to say Vikmatiya.
No, Valmiki.
I
right?
get mixed up with those two a lot
Yeah, Valmiki Rishi. And you know why he has to take a birth again?
because he washed Hanuman's away.
Exactly. Whatever Hanumanji has written, he says that, oh, it is not a right time to publish that, right? So that's why he has to come back and complete that as a Ram CharitManas. Now you understood?
So he'd probably be in the spiritual world unless if he didn't do that.
Exactly. But you don't see that as a punishment. It is sometime, see what happens that they are the great sages, they are the great devotee of the Lord. They are not coming here because of the karmic reactions. They are coming here for the will of the Lord. Right? What does it mean? Like we come because we have some of the karmic things. We have
What's karmic?
Karmic is life after life after life, right? We have some desire, we want to satisfy, so we come to this planet. Again we die, but still our desire is left. So then again we have to take a birth. So till the time you have a desire, we are getting bodies. But these sages, they don't have a desire, they simply have a desire to serve the Lord. They want to serve the Lord, they want to have a service of the Lord. So they come here to fulfill the service of the Lord, right? The command of the Lord. So they don't have anything, they don't have this kind of qualities like animical,
What's animical?
animical, like jealousy, like how it sounds that, oh, he's jealous of Hanumanji's Ramayana, right? So he ask him to drop it in the water, but nothing like that. Actually, there is a reason. What is that reason? Is
Because that will get more famous.
Valmiki ji thought that this is not the age of this Ramayana to publish. Let this Ramayana to publish into Kali Yuga, people will get more benefited than Valmiki Ramayana. And that's the reason he did that, right?
So not
Always
for bad.
Not for bad. Never. Understand this. Judges people, judges devotee, they don't have anything to do with the badness.
Then why did he take another breath?
Because Jaja want him to. Because
Why?
see, when you do some task perfectly, some example, right? If I make a cake nicely, correct?
Hmm?
If I make a cake nicely, next time what you will say, Daddy, can you make the same cake again?
Like,
Now I say, Ram, can you ask Mama to make it? No, Daddy, can you make it please? Because I like your cake. Similarly, when Valmiki ji written the Ramayana, it was so beautifully written. So when next time the Ram CharitManas has to be drafted, Lord says that, Valmiki ji, can you please come and write the Ram CharitManas also? Because I like the way you write it. You understand?
like cursive or whatever?
Cursive, yeah, whatever the way. Cursive could be the handwriting or the way of writing, the way of speaking.
But
Whatever
wasn't
it is.
cursive not invented?
No, it is written in the Avdi local language. Right? Cursive is English. But you are right. It's a way of writing, the method of writing, etc. Right? Chalo. Sui jao.
Okay.
Okay. Chalo. Jai Shri Krishna.